quarter. Yeah, they were real. Pardon my French. They were real assholes about it too. Yeah, pouring rain, and it was me and my two kids that did the broadcasting, and Tom, and then there was three coaches up here, and a cameraman, and they said somebody's got to go. Yeah, they've always been anal about this thing with only 5. No reason for more than 5. I mean, good grief. Our press box over in Loyal, one night I had like 25 people in that box. It's just, it was crazy. We had the regular ensemble, timer, scorer, announcer, 3 football coaches for Loyal, 3 for the opposition, radio on the news there. My crew, there's 3 of us, 2 in radio, and there's 2 video crews like this up there. To think about it. I swear to God, we almost had 20 people up there. Yeah. Was it crazy? We get to spend 8 hours in Chippewa Fest. We're gonna stay over in Altoona at the hotel. Jason said we could do it. Send the bill to him. Okay. I'll go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You were looking live at Gilman High School football field and Zaleski Sports production of Greenwood football. Here from Gilman as the Pirates host the Greenwood Indians. Joe Anderson here along with Chris Anderson, my producer, to bring you tonight's game. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying your relaxing evening in Greenwood or wherever you are. Sitting in the recliner with a beverage of your choice. You've had a good fish fry. If you're here in the stands, good for that too. If you're coming up, take the trip up here. We look at Gilman first. They are rated 5th in the 8-man poll statewide this year. They are 3-0 on the season. They are head coached by longtime coach Robin Rosemeyer, who's won at least one, if not two, 11-man football championships in his tenure here. The last game that Cornell played was against Cornell last weekend, and they beat them soundly, 61-0. Next week, they travel to Owen Withee for a big matchup. Gilman this season has outscored their opponents 159-0. We look at their leading passers, Dawson Krazan. He's 1 for 1 for 7 yards and a touchdown. Their main passer, Grady Croplin, 7 of 10 for 152 yards and 2 touchdowns. Rushing, again, is Grady Croplin, 15 carries for 156 yards and 7 TDs. Troy Duhlman, 15 carries for 196 yards and 5 touchdowns. And Brady McAlpine, 11 carries, 98 yards and 2 touchdowns. So a three-headed monster at the rushing attack for Gilman. Receiving, Brandon Ustentowski, 6 catches for 121 yards and 2 TDs. And they're defensively, it is Grady Croplin and Troy Duhlman with 23 tackles each, and Braden Person with 18. We look at the Greenwood Indians, who are 1-2 on the season. Picked up a win over New Auburn 2 weeks ago, but sandwiched in between on the outsides of that sandwich win have been losses to McDonald 62-8, and last week 74-0 at Prairie Farm. Things don't get much easier for the Indians next week as they travel to Thorpe, who's ranked in the 8-man football poll statewide. Let's look at the passing for Greenwood. River Glenn, 7 of 16 for 150 yards. He's thrown for 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Leading rusher for the Indians, senior Christian Thomas, 46 carries for 313 yards and 4 touchdowns on the season. Gage Ludovic, 9 carries for 43 yards, and Cody Johnson has come on, the speedster, 8 carries for 33. Receivers for the Indians, Christian Thomas with 2 catches for 70 yards and a touchdown. Gage Ludovic, 3 receptions for 46 yards and a touchdown. Defensively, River Glenn and Christian Thomas each credited with 7 tackles on the season. Cody Johnson with 6. Bad news for the Indians, they've been outscored 144-56 on the season. Homecoming here at Gilman. Rained on the way up. It's hot, it's sticky humid. Not very comfortable weather here. But in about 2-3 weeks, we're going to be talking about how cold it is. It's about 70 degrees, and the humidity is really heavy in the air. Field is in good condition. And the Gilman Pep Band playing their school song. And we will have the PA announcer take over things here in a minute or so, in 35 seconds, for starting lineups and national anthem. Again, you are watching 8-man football here on Zaleski Sports, Greenwood at Gilman.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for our national anthem. Good evening and welcome. It's Friday night, it's raining, and it's time for another football game. I'd like to welcome to the Homecoming 2022, this CWWC matchup between the Greenwood Indians and your Gilman Pirates. The offense for Greenwood at quarterback, a senior, number 7, River Glynn. At fullback, a senior, number 9, Christian Thomas. On the offensive line, senior, number 10, Caden Artman. At fullback, a freshman, number 22, Marshall Schultz. On the offensive line, a senior, number 67, Caden Wynn. A junior, offensive lineman, number 77, Levi Linder. At center, a senior, number 86, Ethan Shaw. And at tight end, a senior, number 88, Rogan Travis. The Indians are coached by Chris Schmitz. And now for your Gilman Pirate offense. At tight end, a senior, number 2, Brandon Ustanowski. A senior at running back, number 3, Wayne McAlpine. A senior at quarterback, number 21, Brady Copley. At tight end, a junior, number 25, Caleb Marion. At running back, a junior, number 34, Troy Gilman. On the offensive line, a junior, number 63, Dalton Wasaki. A senior, number 64, Braden Person. And also on the offensive line, a junior, number 88, Nathan Bertsinger. The Pirates are coached by Robin Rosemeyer, Tom Collier, Justin Young, Dave Coplin,
Starting lineups all taken care of. We hope you enjoy our broadcast tonight of tonight's game. Here from Gilman High School, Joe Anderson here along with Chris Anderson, my producer. Gilman will be kicking off. Greenwood in their in their traveling white jerseys with the red numbers. Black sleeves, black pants, and red helmets with the spear. Gilman sporting their all-purple outfits with the yellow numbers, purple helmets with the Gilman school logo on the sides. Gilman going left to right on your screen. Greenwood right to left. I want to give a shout out to Coach Robin Rosemeyer. He's also the athletic director, for getting us all set up here in the press box. We're nice and dry, got good facilities. Thank you very much for that. About set to start out. And kicking off for Gilman is Grady Cropland. River Glenn and Christian Thomas back deep to receive, and we are underway from Gilman. High kickoff. Fielded by Thomas at the 20. And Thomas will run it up to the 26-yard line. 6-yard return. It'll be 1st and 10 for Greenwood at their own 26 with 11:56 remaining in quarter one. Greenwood needs to shake off that very stunning loss last week, 74-0, and move on. Learn from it and move on. River Glenn in shotgun. Thomas behind him. Glenn will take it himself, run off the left tackle, and pick up a couple. Be 2nd down and about 8. Make that 7. Got it at the 31. Field in very good condition. We've been up here several times in the past years, and it's been in October, and the field has been like a ice skating rink. Handoff. Thomas off right side. Good rush. Good bull rush. What blocking, and a 1st down for Christian Thomas and the Indians on the move. Looking much better than they did last week at this time. Prairie Farm took the opening kickoff and drove down for a touchdown. They only didn't score on 3 possessions the entire game. Greenwood looking good here to start off the game. 1st and 10 at their own 40. Glenn back, hands it off again to Thomas right up the middle. Thomas breaks 1 tackle. Nice pickup for the senior. A big defensive line for Gilman. Wayne McAlpine in the middle. Leading tacklers for the Pirates, Grady Cropland and Troy Duhlman. They seem to be the 2 key players for Coach Robin Rosemeyer's club. 2nd down and 6. Oh, they're going to get McAlpine in the neutral zone. Or are they going to get false start? No, they're going to get McAlpine. Five yards. Now it's going to be 2nd down in less than 1. Cody Johnson looks like he's inactive tonight as he is in street clothes with his jersey on. Rogan Travis, I don't know if he's playing yet. Good handoff off the right side. They keep feeding it to Johnson or Thomas, and he keeps getting 1st downs.
They announced him in the opening lineups.
Looking for Rogan on the sidelines. Don't see him. He's been bothered by a hamstring. 1st and 10 for the Indians at the Gilman 49. Glenn takes the snap himself. Boom. Breaks a couple tackles, but we have a flag for holding. That'll take them back 10, and we've got a player down for Gilman. Friends, need fall cleanup supplies? Get it all at Fleet Farm. Check out their deals on mowers, carts, power equipment, grass seed, and more. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Also, Stone Innovations of Plover is here to serve you. Stone Innovations specializes in the fabrication, design, and installation of stone countertops. Stone Innovations Incorporated operates with the most advanced fabrication equipment in the industry. Visit stoneinnovations.net to begin your order. Well, we'll take a time out here, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Back at Gilman, the injured player was River Glenn, the quarterback for Greenwood. He was able to walk off under his own power. A little shook up. And add insult to injury, it was a penalty on Greenwood for holding, so that 10-yard penalty from the spot puts them back at their own 40. Be first and about 25. First and 21. And the quarterback fumbles it, picked up. Good carry by Marshall Schultz. I think they had Thomas in at quarterback. He was quarterback last year, starting quarterback for Greenwood. Had a good campaign. Glenn is back in. The other backup quarterback is Chris Przinski, a freshman. You know, if you're not used to taking snaps, and you take that first one, and it's a whole different situation. Glenn back in charge. He moves Arteman inside. And shotgun. Back goes Glenn. He looks left, throws down the middle, and it's intercepted. And we're going to have a pick six. Yes, we are. But we have a flag. And I think it's going to come back because there was a push in the back or something. Let's see what the call is. It's either going to be 6-0 Gilman or it's going to be against Gilman. So wipe out the touchdown. The interception is good. Casey Grunseth. But it'll be Gilman first and 10 at the Greenwood 40. 8:13 left here in the first half. Kind of a story that we had last week at Prairie Farm. Had a couple of good offensive series and just couldn't do anything when they got close by. Pass. Oh, wide open. And a touchdown for Brandon Ustantowski. So Brandon Ustantowski in one play. Grady Cropland with the pass. And the 2-point was good. It is 8-4 Gilman and nothing for Greenwood. We'll take a timeout here. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. They are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Okay, you're back.
Back here at Gilman. And it's already 8-0 in favor of the Pirates, with 8:06 left in the first quarter. Another kickoff for Gilman. Croplin, high kick, fielded by Thomas at his own 15. He'll run it to the left, and he's run out of bounds by Sam Sarichek. It'll be 1st and 10 Greenwood. He returns it to the Greenwood 25. .801 left here in quarter one. See if Greenwood can put a stop to the turnovers here. That interception would have been a pick six, except for holding on the return, and then one play, Gilman put it in the end zone. Handoff up the middle to Christian Thomas, and a good run for Thomas. Leading rusher for the Indians this year. Comes into this game with 313 yards and 46 touches, 4 touchdowns for Mr. Thomas. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Overcast night. Lights really starting to take effect now. Handoff again. That time Thomas. Again the ball carrier. Third and 5, no gain on that last carry. Coach Schmitz walks about 15 yards away from stands by himself to see how the play opens up. I used to like to do that when I was being a statistician too. I'd get about that 10, 15 yards in front of the play. Glenn, back to pass from shotgun. Rolls to his right. He wants to throw. He does. Wide open. And reception for Caden Arteman and a first down. Wide open was Arteman. The blocking held up for Glenn. Hard to pass block, whether it's 8-man or 11-man. Did a good job, did the Indian line. That defense led by Troy Duhlman and Grady Croplin. 5th-ranked team in 8-man in the state, Gilman Pirates. Handoff up the middle, and Thomas takes a big hit. Coming in there, Brandon Ustentowski. He picks up about 4, 2nd down and 6. Hayden Rakovic also on the sideline in street close tonight for the Indians. .16 ready to play tonight, and a takeoff up the middle. Christian Thomas has been the workhorse here. Brings up 3rd and 5. This is about the point where they had that turnover. Homecoming here at Gilman. Nice crowd on hand for both sides. We've got our own press box here in the bleachers on the visiting side. 3rd down and 5. Glenn takes the snap, rolls to his right, throws. Wide open. Good reception for Rogan Travis. Here I said I didn't see him. He's there. And a 1st down for number 88. He's back in the saddle. And he'll trot off. Get some instruction from Coach Schmitz and trot back on. First and 10 for Greenwood. Handoff up the middle. Thomas bounces off a couple of tacklers. And a gang tackle by the Pirates after Thomas picks up about 5. Dan, is that 86 or 88? It is Rogan. Okay. Just double checking. You can see the mist in the air on your screen. That's the humidity that's just hovering in the air. It's going to get a little foggy. Hope we don't have anything like they had in Chicago for that playoff game in the, I believe, late 80s, early 90s at Soldier Field where the fog rolled in and it was so heavy you couldn't see anything. Back to pass is Glenn. He rolls to his left. He's looking, he throws. It's tipped, picked by 2. And the laundry flies out. 3 flags come out. This is going to be a post interception. So Brandon Ustentowski with 2 picks already here in the first quarter. And I believe the penalty is going to be against Gilman. And after the mark-off, it'll be 1st and 10 for them at their own 31. 3:46 left here in the first quarter. 2 interceptions thrown by River Glen in the first 2 possessions for Greenwood. Quarterback Grady Cropland comes up to the line. I formation. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle. There goes Duhlman. And Duhlman a big run. He's got a 1st down. So Troy Duhlman, leading rusher for the Pirates at 196 yards coming into this matchup. 1st down, they've got the ball now at their own 47. Penalty marker. Offsides on Gilman. Lined up in the neutral zone. Got to keep that hat behind the ball. The only one who can be over the ball is the center. 1st and 15, clock runs. Cropland. Another handoff. Duhlman up the middle. He makes that up and more. There goes Duhlman off left tackle. And it takes a herd of Indians to take him down. Second down and 3. So pickup of 12 on that carry for Duhlman. Top clock continues to tick. Grady Croplin under center. Calls out the signals I formation again. He fakes the Gilman, keeps it himself, runs up the middle. Good run for Croplin. Breaks off left tackle. He's still on his feet. First down and more. And he's out of bounds at the Greenwood 28. First and 10 for the Pirates. Darkness falling on the field. Lights taking more and more effect. Sun sets now at 7 o'clock. It's only going to get shorter and shorter days. In shotgun now is Gilman. Or pardon me, is Croplin. Croplin takes the snap himself, runs off left tackle. There goes Croplin. Breaking tackles. Good run for Croplin. And he's got another first down. They just fire right off the line. And he takes the ball down to the Greenwood 18, 17. Coming up on 2 minutes left in the first quarter. This time he's under center. Gilman, the end back, takes the handoff, powers up the middle. Big run for Gilman. He picks up about 5. Scratch that. He only picked up about 2. I thought he got a little bit more than that. A muggy night here in Gilman. And the Pirates on the move here, trying to put another touchdown on the Indians here in the first quarter. Croplin under center this time. Fumble, and it's taken over, grabbed by the Indians. Rogan Travis with the recovery. And a big fumble and a recovery for Rogan Travis. He's paid dividends here that he's been back from injury. And they're going to spot the ball at the 11-yard line with 1:23 remaining in quarter one. Turnover bug now has bitten Gilman. Glenn, low snap. He nearly loses it, did he? Nope. It remains Greenwood ball, but somebody's going to stick a fork in that ball. Glenn grabs a towel, wipes his hands off. They do change the balls regularly. They had a good shower here. Started to pick up rain on the way up here, probably, I want to say, just west of Owen. It was a little sprinkly, but the rain shower ended at about 6. Second down and 12 for Greenwood. Handoff up the middle, nothing. That defense for Gilman just swarmed. Christian Thomas didn't have a chance. He had 3 guys in the backfield before he even had the ball. It's going to be third down and 12. Most likely the last play here of the first quarter coming up. Under 30 seconds. Rogan Travis wide right. Caden Arneman wide left. Glenn in shotgun. Another low snap. He's just got to pitch it. And it's an incomplete pass. He just wanted to get it out of there. The first 3 weeks of the season, the center snaps for Greenwood have been high. Tonight, they've been low. They're going to have to punt here. That's River Glen with 12 seconds left in quarter one. The snap is good. And a good line drive punt takes about, That was not a good punt. He line drived it right to the sideline. So they moved the ball from the 20, or pardon me, from the 10 to the 25. So it was a 13-yard punt. Oofda. 8 seconds left here in the first quarter. Cropland under center. Back to pass. He's looking. Had Ustiantowski. Oh, intercepted! Interception by River Glen. And it's been a tale of turnovers. As it goes back to Greenwood. They're at their own 17-yard line with 3 seconds left. $83 yards from Pater. Now this most likely will be the last play of the first quarter. Glenn in shotgun with Thomas behind him. Arteman wide right. Back to and hands it off to Thomas off left tackle. And that is the end of the first quarter. Our score, Gilman 8, Greenwood nothing. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
Back here at Gilman, where we have first, second down and 6 for Greenwood at the Indian 21. Joe Anderson here along with Chris Anderson producing. 8-man football here on Zaleski Sports. CWC East matchup here between the Gilman Pirates and the Greenwood Indians. Greenwood to your left, Gilman to your right. Interceptions have been the name of the game tonight. As we put you back in frame. River Glen in shotgun. Handoff. Oh, Glen faked everybody out of their socks. Big run for River Glen. They put Rogan Travis in front of Thomas in the I formation. And faked the handoff, and Glenn psyched everybody out, moved it up. Good run for the senior. It's 1st and 10 at the Gilman 46. Greenwood needs to sustain a drive. They have a good drive going, and they stall either at about the 20 or the 10, or they throw an interception. They have yet to advance the ball into... They've only advanced the ball, into Gilman territory once, and then there was an interception. Ustiantowski's been the interceptor tonight. There goes Glenn again, but it didn't fool anybody that time. Big tackle by Wayne McAlpine. Oof. And Glenn comes up a little gimpy. He had to sit out a play in the first quarter. He took a pretty good lick. Rogan Travis back in. We have a new center tonight for Greenwood. Caden Wynn now snapping the ball. Ethan Shaw had been the center, but they've switched that up tonight. Danny Bravner keeping me up to date on what's going on. Nice to have him around. He's a statistician for Greenwood, long time doing it. And they're going to get a flag on Greenwood for false start. Takes the ball back to the Indian 38. Remains second down, but it's second down and a long. They've got to get to the 43 of Gilman for a first down. High snap this time. Glenn dumps it over the middle and intended for Travis, but met immediately by Sam Sarichik. Even if he had caught it, he was back to, he might have picked up 2, maybe 3. Clock will stop. Third down and a long for the Indians. Doesn't get any easier for Greenwood next week as they travel to Thorpe. Chris and I get to crawl up in the press box crow's nest down there. It's an interesting place to get up to. Third and long for Greenwood. Glenn takes the snap, rolls to his right. He's looking. He's chased. He just throws it, and they're going to call that an incomplete pass. Brings up fourth down, and a promising drive ends up in a punt again for Greenwood. Christian Thomas will head to the sideline. No, he stays out there. He's a gunner on the outside. Glenn back to punt. And we got a flag as that left tackle moved. And Greenwood going well in the wrong direction here. River Glen has had some pretty good punting this year, but not so tonight. He had a 12-yard punt on his first attempt. Fourth down and a pasture. Glenn, see if he can get a good punt here. He's punting from his own 31. Much better punt, end over end. Ustiantowski takes it at his own 35. Flag on the play. This will come back. It's going to be against Gilman for holding. It's from the spot of the foul. It'll be 10 yards back. And they take it back to the 42 of the Pirates. 10:02 left in the first half. Make sure to stick around at halftime, friends. Jason Zaleski and Jerry Sins will talk football. That's at halftime here on Zaleski Sports. First and 10, Gilman from their own 42. Grady Croplin, hands off to Duhlman. And Duhlman, a big run off the left tackle. And finally brought down by Christian Thomas. If he had beat Thomas, it would have been 6 points. As it is, he takes it into Indian territory. It's at the 42 of Greenwood. Gilman leading 8-0. Croplin takes it, comes up to center. McAlpine and Duhlman. And up the middle. In a big run, could he break it? And they're still trying to pull him down. And Cropland will not go down. A first down for the Pirates at their own 20. Or pardon me, at the Greenwood 20. Timeout, Greenwood. We'll take a timeout here as well. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
There's definitely family pride in this. I mean, just thinking back that this business has been built since the late 1800s. My great-great-grandfather, my great-grandfather, my grandfather, and my father all working toward the same goal. There's definitely a lot of pride in that, and you want to make sure that you make the family proud.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
We're back here in Gilman after the Greenwood timeout. 1st and 10 for Gilman at the Greenwood 20. Play up the middle. Troy Duhlman, he picks up 8. 2nd and 2. Ball is down at the 13. Second and 2 for the Pirates. 4th play of the drive started at their own 42. Handoff this time to McAlpine. And he's bottled up after picking up the first down, I think. He's awfully close. And they're signaling first down. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 10. Under center for Cropland. Duhlman and McAlpine behind him and I. Duhlman up the middle. Touchdown. .8:18 left here in the first half, and the second touchdown of the game goes to Gilman. 2-point conversion coming up. Very seldomly do we see high schools at this level kick extra points. I formation again for the Pirates. Cropland hands off, fakes it. No, he tosses it to McAlpine, and the 2-point conversion is good. Friends, the Dolman Insurance Agency, LLC, is family-owned and operated. They've been covering homes and businesses and farms in Midwest Wisconsin since 1978. Dolman Insurance is an independent agency, so they can find the best rate for the coverage for your unique situation. Dolman Insurance has offices in Greenwood and Thorpe, and they service customers throughout Midwest Wisconsin. Find them at dolmaninsurance.com. Dolman Insurance. Come for the rates. Stay for the service. Also like to tell you about Heartland Farms. Heartland Farms is a 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm, producing many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Heartland Farms is currently the cream of the crop in the potato farming business. Learn more at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. I believe they are the chief producer of potatoes for the Lay's Potato Chip Company. That's a lot of potatoes. Kicking off for Gilman, Grady Cropland. Gilman leading 16-0. High, long kick, back drifts Thomas inside his own 15. And Thomas with a good return. Brings it up to the 25. See if Greenwood can get on the board here with 8:12 left in the first half. They've had some promising drives. 2 interceptions and a couple of punts after they get moving, and then they commit some false starts or have incomplete passes or get stuffed. Shotgun formation, Glenn. Handoff. Thomas. And Thomas pushed out of bounds. Good gain for Christian Thomas. Gain of about 7, second down and 3. Again at halftime, stick around, friends, to catch Jason Zaleski having a conversation about football with head coach Jerry Sins of Edgar. That's at halftime here on Zaleski Sports. 2nd and 3 for Greenwood. Glenn hands off to Thomas up the middle, and he breaks 2 tackles and gets a first down. Takes it up to the close to the 40-yard line. Can they sustain the drive? First down at the 40. A lot of time left here in the first half. Can hear the young ladies for Greenwood cheering here on our side of the field. 1st and 10. Glenn. Low snap. He just falls on it. That's the trouble with shotgun snaps, especially in high school. They're either going to be high or low. Talked about that last week at the Prairie Farm game. Long snapping is a hard thing to do. It's not easy. What do you think they pay professionals? Millions of dollars just to long snap. I mean, the guy playing for the Packers is probably making $1 million plus. All he does is long snap for punts and extra points. 2nd down and 20. And they're going back again. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 25. Greenwood going again in the wrong direction. Clock will continue to tick. Indians come up to the line. Rogan Travis will go wide to the right in the backfield. Marshall Schultz along with Christian Thomas, River Glenn at quarterback. Shotgun snap. Back goes Glenn. Tipped at the line of scrimmage, nearly intercepted. Gilman nearly had an interception. As Cropland stuck his mid up, knocked the ball into the air. Clock stops. 6:27 left in the first half. Greenwood will call time. We will take a timeout here as well. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
There's definitely family pride in this. I mean, just thinking back that this business has been built since the late 1800s. My great-great-grandfather, my great-grandfather, my grandfather, and my father all working toward the same goal. There's definitely a lot of pride in that, and you want to make sure that you make the family proud.
Really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. You know, my best interest in mind always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Welcome back, friends, to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school football, 8-man style. Second quarter here at Gilman, with the Pirates leading the Greenwood Indians 8-0. Joe Anderson here, bringing you play-by-play. Hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. Greenwood going in the wrong direction. Fumbled snap, flag for false start, and it's third down and about 30. They've got to get to midfield for the first down. And that pass complete to Rogan Travis. And Travis will pick up, get the ball out to the 37. And it will be 13 yards short of a first down. Being 4th down and 13. In trots Chris Przinski for Greenwood. I think he may be punting, as Glenn took a pretty good shot to the left side. He's holding his left arm. And he's felt better. He's going to walk over to the bench and have a seat. Keeping that left arm awfully close to his side. Przinski to punt now for Greenwood. Low snap. And just got it out of there. And Ustiantowski has to fall on it. Gilman will begin 1st and 10. And they spot the ball at the Pirate 34. With 5:45 left in the first half. It's been the Grady Cropland, Troy Duhlman show. Brandon Ustantowski has added to it too. Cropland's pass, Ustantowski, just as I said, for a big gain. And they take the ball into Greenwood territory. They spot it at the 41 of Greenwood. Rogan Travis with the tackle. And the Pirates looking for more as the fog is rolling in a little heavier. You can pick it up on your screen, that haze and the lights there. This time shotgun for Cropland. Hands off to Duhlman there. He sweeps to the right. And Rogan Travis says, "You'll get nothing and like it." I would tell you to make a comment on the YouTube page, and I'll give you a shout out, but my reception on my phone is pretty poor up here. It's kind of an interesting spot up here. And holding. That'll wipe that play out. That's a 10-yard penalty, so now it'll be 1st and 20. Got to get the ball to the 31 of Greenwood. Didn't see the laundry on the field. This time under center for Cropland. Rolls to his right. And Rogan Travis there again. He got by Ethan Shaw, but Rogan Travis is there with open arms to grab him. Levi Lindner also in on that tackle for Greenwood. I think that was a designed run. It kind of looked like a busted play, but if it was, Cropland sold it like it was a design play. Second down and 18. From the Greenwood 49, Cropland talking to Gilman and McAlpine. He's under center. Cropland takes a snap. Back to throw. Quick pitch. Short to Ustantowski. So Ustantowski tried to fetch it, but too low and hit the ground. Third and long for Gilman. $16-0 here as the clock is stopped. 4:26 left here in the second quarter. Big night of football on the Zaleski Sports Network family of networks. So hope you're enjoying this matchup. Third and long for Gilman. Shotgun for Cropland. Back to pass. Little swing pass to Ustantowski. He breaks a couple tackles. There he goes. And wouldn't you know, they pick up the first down. Good play by the Pirates. Ustantowski with the first down. Big pickup. Takes the ball down to the 24 of Greenwood. Gilman leading 16-0. Grady Cropland takes a snap, hands to Gilman off the left tackle, and Gilman a full weight of speed, and they're going to get a horse collar tackle. And no, they're not. The official was reaching for a flag, and he put it back. I thought they were going to get it. I think being a wing official like that gentleman is, a head linesman or a wing official, I think he saw the hand grab the back of the jersey after the kid was out of bounds. That's why there was no horse collar tackle. 2nd and 2. There goes Gilman, and Gilman for the touchdown. 15-yard touchdown run. Troy Gilman. Extra point coming up. $22-0 here. This is an untimed down. Grady Cropland under center. Takes it himself, and it's good. $3:52 left here in the second quarter, and it is 24-0. Gilman over Greenwood. We'll take a timeout here. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Stone Innovations, home of Wisconsin's largest granite and quartz selection, is now featuring the best stones shopping experience in the state. Our brand new indoor facility allows for a home-like, comfortable atmosphere. Choose from hand-picked stone from around the world and select the perfect look for your dream kitchen in the best lighting possible. Then sit down with our free design services to customize the look of your kitchen. Our projects come with a lifetime warranty. Stone Innovations, Wisconsin's granite and quartz leader. Appleton, Rhinelander, Clover, Madison.
Back here at Gilman, another kickoff for the Pirates. Putting toe to the pigskin is Alex Copenhaver. And a big booming kick fielded by River Glenn. Glenn with a good return. Breaks off the right side and pushed out of bounds by Copenhaver. Greenwood, let's see what they can do here from their own 40. .345 left here in the first half. They've had some promising drives only to kind of shoot themselves in the foot. Penalties, fumbles, low snaps. Thomas, Glenn, and Schultz in the backfield. Glenn rolls to his left. He's going to keep it himself. And a big hit put on him by Gilman. Well, I tell you, that Troy Gilman, that young man, he can lay a lick on you. He's only a junior. River Glen kind of has been favoring that left side. He took a pretty good smuck in the first quarter. He had to sit out a play. Greenwood, a very young team, a lot of freshmen. A lot of sophomores and juniors for the Gilman squad. 2nd down and 9 from the 41. Low snap. Glenn will take it, keeping himself. Off right tackle. Brought down. He's going to pick up about 2, maybe 3. Brings up 3rd down. And about 7. Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play of tonight's action. Gilman with a 3rd and 7. And the ball at their own 43. Hand off to Thomas. And he's met. Ran right up the middle. And Wayne McAlpine met him. A timeout called by Gilman. Brings up 4th down and 5. With 2:11 left. We'll take a timeout here. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Coming out of the Gilman timeout here, it'll be 4th down and 5 for Greenwood. And they're going to go for it. Back is Glenn to pass. He rolls to his right. He throws long. It's deep. And it's going to be intercepted by number 20, Sam Sharichuk. It's about the same as a punt, so they didn't really lose much. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Gilman at the 28 of the Pirates. 2:03 remaining here in the first half. And we have a player down. Gives me a chance, ladies and gentlemen, to talk to you about Whitetail Properties. If you're looking for hunting or recreational property, just call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties. You can contact Brian at 715-213-4468. Again, Whitetail Properties, Brian Roosh, 715-213-4468. 2:03 left here in the first half. Gilman will take over at their own 28. And who's the flag on? It's going to be on the defense. First and 5 now. Greenwood trailing here 24-0. Gilman looking to stick it in the end zone again before halftime. Grady Croplin back to pass. Broken up. Good defense by Zach Pruzinski. Good work by the freshman. His twin brother, Chris, on the other side. Greenwood in a 3-3-2 defense. Thomas and Glenn, the deep men. Rogan Travis was the player who was down for Greenwood. Just a cramp. Got a little water, set out of play, came back in. Shotgun now for Croplin. He keeps it himself. Good blocking by the Pirates. He's got a good run. It's going to come back, though. He's going to break for the touchdown, but friends, that's going to come back. And it's going to be in the area of holding. So that 71-yard run for a TD, all for naught. When you see 3 flags that quickly in that area, it's going to be offensive holding. So after the mark-off, it'll be 2nd down and 13 for Gilman at their own 20. Rogan Travis in the middle of that 3 in the front. Brady Croplin takes the snap and shotgun, quick pass, complete to Dulman, and Dulman pushed out of bounds. Picks up a pretty good chunk. It'll now be 3rd down and a yard. Make it 2. He did a favor for Gilman in pushing out Dulman as they got the clock to stop. Didn't have to burn a timeout. Quick slant. They move the ball very quickly, does Gilman. Brady Croplin under center. Fumble. Who's got the ball? It's going to remain Gilman. Kind of a slick night. Had a good rain shower for about an hour or so before game time. Ended at about 5 o'clock. Or pardon me, it stopped at about 6. They're predicting showers for tomorrow. Hot, sticky, rainy. For the 17th of September. Croplin, hands off to Dulman. Big power move up the middle. And he'll pick up the 1st down. And the clock will start. Doesn't have to really wait for the chains anymore. And they quickly get up to the line to the Pirates. It's 1st and 10 at their own 40. Pass. And short. Intended for Ustentowski. 32 seconds left. Clock will stop on the incomplete pass. Second and 10. Under center is Grady Croplin. No, now he goes back in the shotgun. 2 wide left, and this time to Ustentelski. He breaks the tackle, dips and dopes, and he gets pushed out of bounds. Kind of gives River Glen a look as Glen pushed him out. Thought maybe he was a little bit late throwing him down after he had been out of bounds. Ball at the Greenwood 41. Shotgun. Ustentelski wide to the left, along with Dulman. In the pass to Dulman over the middle. Complete. There goes Dulman. He's going to score. Touchdown.
Touchdown!
14 seconds left and another touchdown for the Pirates. They now lead 30-0. Two-point conversion attempt coming up. I formation to give it to Dulman, and he's in. And just like that, it's 32-0. Gilman over Greenwood. Take a quick time out here for messages from our sponsors. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
First things first with Mid-State Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Mid-State Technical College.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Back here, Gilman, the kickoff after the last Pirates score. Good kick by Grady Croplin and returned by River Glen. He'll bring it up to the Greenwood 26. Nine seconds left in the first half. Not sure, they may just take a knee. Maybe not. Glidden shotgun. Hands it off to Thomas. And he'll take it up the middle, and that'll be the last play of the half. And that'll do it for the first half as Gilman 32, Greenwood nothing here at halftime. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, as we bring you Jason Zaleski having a great chat with Edgar head coach Jerry Sins at halftime. We'll catch you after 10 minutes.
Time now for the Jerry Sins Show, recorded at Edgar Family Restaurant in Edgar, and sponsored by Security Health Plan. Security Health Plan, promises kept, plain and simple. Visit securityhealth.org today. Welcome to the Jerry Sins Show. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski, here at Edgar Family Restaurant on Edgar's lovely north side. Here visiting with Coach Sins again today. Coach, let's first start. You missed your second ever game from the sidelines. Of course, you had a good reason. We'll talk about that later on during our talk here today. But what you missed was 42-0 over at Rochhold. we'll go to the end of the game first. Sometimes in those games that are one-sided, there's an advantage to that. So one, hopefully injury-free. You want to stay healthy in those types of games. But players that will be featured in 2023, in 2024 get to have some playing time. So how do you and the coaches take advantage of situations like that and let the future kids come in and get some work on a Friday night?
Oh yeah, you're completely correct there, and we've tried to do that pretty much all the time for years and years. If you're fortunate enough to get ahead, then you can keep your starters healthy. That's why we very seldom have any starters with gaudy statistics, because they don't get many opportunities to build those kinds of stats. And of course, the young guys get playing time. They stay interested, they stay motivated and involved, and of course, then the next year they have some varsity experience from those situations. We were ahead 35, to nothing, I believe, at halftime. So I wasn't there to witness it for sure, but I'm reasonably sure that most of our JVs got to play probably pretty much the second half.
Yeah, and a big advantage for that, because there's a huge step up from practice during the week to the lights are on, the people are in the stands, and all that. There's some pressure in that, especially for a freshman or a sophomore. So to feel that pressure early on in their career helps them definitely later on. You hopped on an airplane on Wednesday. Game was on Friday. So coming into Wednesday, what was your message to the team? How did you handle communicating with them and still helping them to get ready for that game on Friday night?
Yeah, I had to let them know on Sunday when we had the film session following the Pacelli game, where we were looking at Pacelli and then watching Rosholt, that I would not be there the following Friday, and why I would not be there. And of course, many of our kids are at least aware of my grandson, because he's kind of one of the top-rated players in the state of California. So they've seen him on film and so on, and I told them, well, I've never seen him play a game, and I think this is the best week of the year maybe to do it. They're playing their crosstown rivals, so it'll be a big game. And I left early on Wednesday morning. I had completed practice plans for Wednesday and Thursday and left them with one of the assistant coaches to put up and so on. We already had the defensive game plan in. The offensive play script, we had talked about, spread the ball around, let everybody, get involved and so on. So, and of course, it worked out pretty well that way. Fortunately, we got a JV game in with them on Monday too down there, so that was good. So the kids got to play a little more, and some of the younger guys got to play. But everything worked out well, other than the weather in California, which was a mess.
We'll tell everybody how that all went at the end of the show, because I think it's an interesting story. It's something that we don't hear around here. Here we shovel snow, but that's kind of our big complaint year-round in this area of the country anyway. All right, so no big deal this Friday. Just got the defending state champs coming in to play football. Now, you're no stranger to big games, and over the years, and games at your place or on the road, we can go through the whole history of them. But this is a pretty big game, and Colby in conference now, so it's a conference game on top of it. How do you go about talking to your guys about that? They're the state champs coming in, and how do you keep everybody level and just focus on Edgar Wildcats football?
Well, yeah, we started, of course, right away on Sunday night. We had film at 5 o'clock on Sunday night, and I got home at about 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon after changing my flight plans because of the game getting switched. But yeah, we began talking about it immediately. Of course, we look at film and try to explain to them that no, it will not be a game like the last 2 weeks have been.
Right.
It'll be a game more similar to the Stratford game, which was our second game of the year, which was more of a defensive battle. And fortunately, we came out, on top of that one. But it was a good, hard-hitting game from start to finish. And of course, the kids remember, playing at Colby last year. We have quite a few guys back that actually played in varsity last year. So they're certainly aware of the fact that the game is going to be hard fought from start to finish. And practice routine has been good this week. The focus has been good, so I think we're ready to probably play well.
Jim Hagan, coach of the Colby Hornets, has had a lot of success over there. What do you know about Jim? What's your relationship or your history with Coach Hagan?
Well, I haven't met them all that much because they've only been in the conference a couple of years now. Of course, the first year was 2020 where we had the COVID situation. We used to play Colby a little more years ago, and he was on the staff at that time too. But yeah, I went and listened to him talk at the clinic in Madison last year. He spoke a while, and his O&D coordinator spoke and so on. So we're somewhat familiar with them. We know the style, that they play. They've gotten a little more wide open now too. They use more formations and offenses than they used to. They just play hard-nosed defense. They always have a good kicking game. They always have a good punter and a good kicker. So they do a lot of the same kinds of things that we try to do, and so it'll be a tough battle.
You mentioned some similarities, or at least some comparisons between the game that you hosted against Stratford, now Colby. Sokoler Kilty, running back for Stratford, kind of a big bruiser, a little younger guy, but a bigger bruiser. Now you got Caden Healy, that I'm sure you've seen on film, almost 500 yards rushing. What did that game against Stratford do specifically defensive-wise to help your kids understand that here's another good running back that's coming in here this week?
Well, yeah, Healy is a different type of a runner. He's more of a slasher and a speed guy, where Kilty was more of a power guy, even though he had some finesse too. But yeah, it's a different situation. Their blocking schemes, of course, are different too. The formations are similar. Certainly they know, because they know from last year, when we played him, that he scored a touchdown or two in the game last year. Last year he played a little bit different position than he's playing now. He was more their wing reverse guy, where now he's like their featured back. But yeah, they're certainly aware of it. Lopez is another, good runner for them. They have another guy. His name is Rude.
Yeah, Rude.
It's a quick, shifty little guy that is now doing the things that Healy was doing more last year. And so once again, the kids are aware that he can break one if you don't stay awake and so on. Quarterback has a pretty good arm, throws the ball pretty well too. So yeah, they have a good, varied offensive attack, and you can't really focus too much on one thing or somebody else will beat you.
Homecoming week, on top of everything else that's going on. For me, homecoming was more about the other, the school in general and the community and the town. But still, there's a chance that some of the guys could lose some focus and get wrapped up in the homecoming activities, make sure they've got a date for the dance and all those kind of things. And how do you keep their head straight at homecoming week?
Yeah, we started talking about that right away on Sunday, and of course we re-emphasize it every day that have fun in the homecoming activities, but don't put too much time, effort, and energy into that. Save as much as you can for the game, and then you can celebrate it on Saturday or whatever after the game. So yeah, we're always aware of that situation, and I hope that the guys that are listening, we tell them that.
Conference-wise, everybody's has played 2 conference games here so far. Abbotsford, Auburndale, Colby, Edgar, all 2-0 in conference. Obviously, the winner on Friday night moves to 3-0. With there being so many teams at the top right now, you may not have room for a loss. So what's kind of your outlook on that when we're looking towards a conference championship, which is certainly one of the goals that's on your list, and so many teams performing really well this year. Loss would be not good for that goal.
Well, exactly. Even though, of course, as you mentioned, we have Colby this week. Well, next week we got Abbey, who's also undefeated, who's had some big wins. And about a week after that or 2, we got Auburndale, who's in the same boat. So we can't get 2 up or 2 down, no matter what happens, because we all have to play each other. Obviously, 4 undefeated teams. Well, none of us have played each other yet, so there's going to be a lot of big games in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
There will be some losses to be assigned, right, and all that. But obviously, much better outcome with the win. You begin to kind of chase after that goal, it becomes a little more real and week by week. I look at the score, Colby 48-8 over Loyal. Loyal's had some issues this year, but I look at that touchdown came in the fourth quarter. I wasn't at the game, so I can't say, but I can certainly tell you that you're a good motivator. Coaches are good motivators. Did Coach Hagan not let, right? But was he okay with Loyal scoring? Because now we've got some extra ammo to use at practice. We can kind of ramp up our guys. Did you ever do something like that where you were okay maybe with somebody scoring in a blowout? That way you could you'd have one more thing to lean into your players about that next week?
Well, we used to really focus on shutouts all the time. And we had numerous years where not very distant either. I think in 2017 we shut out 10 of the first 11 teams we played. And so we've had those types of years. But now we don't really focus on that much anymore. Because we're more focused on wanting to let the young guys get activity, because the games at the younger level are not guaranteed anymore. Several teams, they don't have freshman teams, or they don't have JV teams. So if you want your young guys playing, you pretty much have to let them play in the fourth quarter of varsity games if the game has kind of been decided. And in a lot of cases, the opponent not happy being down, 35 or 42 to nothing. They kind of put a licking on your young guys. But we don't really say much about that anymore. We're just happy that we get the young guys in the game, and they know Stratford game, Colby game, Auburndale game, Abbey game. Hey, it's going to be a different story. You're going to have to be ready to go for 4 quarters.
Yeah, I would fully expect this to be a 4-quarter game on Friday, just like it was against Stratford. With that being said, okay, so we got the defending champs coming to town. It's homecoming week. There's always a big crowd at your games anyway. Now this will be standing room only. There's no doubt about that, because all of Colby will come down Highway 29 and be right here. There are people that will put out their chairs and their blankets. They reserve seats. You ever had anybody ask you, "Hey, coach, if I give you my blanket, can you put that over there for me?" Would that be something you would do to help somebody out?
No, I've never had that. We used to have best seats in the house. We still have them. We just don't use them anymore. But we have 4 cushioned chairs, that were tied together. We put right up in front of the press box, and we used to give those away to selected people. Usually it was parents of senior players. But, we don't do that anymore because we had complaints about other people wanting to know.
Yeah, right. They were 4 nice seats.
They were.
Yeah, seats will be at a premium, so get there early. I know against Stratford, I was 3:30. I probably came in to the stadium, and there were already people with their seats, their stadium chairs, and their blankets out there. So some people get a big jump start on it. Feel free to. It's for fans. Now outside the team, it's really a big party in Edgar on Friday nights. You got the fires off in the end zone, and all the different stuff happening. So get down there early. Obviously a big game for both teams, and just a big game in the area. We don't often see 4-quarter games anymore.
Right.
A lot of time, and that goes across the board, all divisions and levels. Okay, so you headed on a plane on Wednesday. You went out to a place called Temecula, California, where it was about 50 degrees hotter there than it is here today. And you had all kinds of experiences out there. You told me about a hurricane and fires and air quality and mudslides and all that. But yet you got to see a football game in the middle of it. So tell us a little bit about the football game.
Yeah, it was a great game. Temecula Valley versus Chaparral, both from Temecula Valley. Each school of about 3,500 students.
Big schools.
And of course, everyone has turf fields and big stadiums and so on. It was at Chaparral, but about the same distance from my son's house to either his field or Chaparral's field. And so that didn't make any difference. But we did see all the weather conditions. First it was high heat alert, and then it became air quality and high heat, and then it became air quality, high heat, and gale force winds with the hurricane coming, and then it became torrential rains, and then it became mudslides. And so all these things were occurring at the same time. The game got postponed from Friday night to Saturday night. JV game and freshman game on Thursday both got postponed too, and that was because of air quality. That was before the rain hit, which hit on Friday. And so we had to change our flight, back it up a day, which we did, and got to see the game, and it ended up 24-20 right to the end, final play. Fortunately, my grandson's team won, so they were all happy and fired up, and it was a good trip.
Yeah, well, it sounds like it, and there are often choices in life, and sometimes you make the best choice, and it turned out on you always like your team to win. Now around here, a good weekend in the fall is a Wildcats win on Friday night, a Badgers win on Saturday, and a Packers win on Sunday. But we go back while you were gone. We had the Wildcats win on Friday. Everything else, Coach, fell apart while you were gone. How do you explain that?
I was a little shocked. I was watching the Badgers game on TV before, their game on Saturday night. I was a little surprised by that one. The Packer game, well, they've had a history of not playing the best in the first game, so that one wasn't quite as big of a surprise, but hopefully we all get it straightened out this weekend.
Well, again, that's the goal. All right, Wildcats win on Friday, Badgers win on Saturday, Packers win on Sunday. That makes everybody in this part of Marathon County pretty happy.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So good. Well, we'll wrap it up. Coach and I are going to have a little bit of lunch, and then we will see you at Football Edgar 7:00 kickoff. Pre-game show on Zaleski Sports at 6:50. Tom King on the play-by-play. But again, get down to the stadium. It will be a game you will not want to miss. Thanks again, Coach, and good luck on Friday night.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, that'll wrap it up for here. Big thanks to Edgar Family Restaurant for hosting us, and our show sponsor, Security Health Plan. Promises kept, plain and simple. We'll see you again next week.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that interesting interview with Coach Jerry Sins and Jason Zaleski. You can check out the full interview on Zaleski Sports on demand. Just go to the YouTube channel and check it out. Halftime is over here in Gilman, and to begin the third quarter, Greenwood will be kicking off. 32-0 here at halftime. Gilman with the first touchdown in the first quarter. Grady Cropland to Braden Ustentowski. 40-yard pass was 8-0. Second quarter, Troy Duhlman with a 10-yard run. Troy Duhlman with a 15-yard run. And Troy Duhlman with a 41-yard touchdown pass thrown by Grady Cropland. All the two-point conversions were good. And it's 32-0 here as we begin the third quarter. If you're wondering about the running clock, it begins at the 35-point differential. Greenwood will kick off. Chris Pruzinski comes out to do the kicking. Greenwood has looked much better tonight than they did against Prairie Farm last week, but still trail by 32 entering the second half. Christopher Pruzinski to kick off. Back deep to receive. Wayne McAlpine and Troy Duhlman, and we're underway here in the third quarter. And it'll be Ustentowski, and Ustentowski, big run, flag on the play. He's going to return it for a touchdown, but it's going to come back. It's coming back. And another big touchdown wiped out by a penalty for Gilman. Ustentowski with a 65-yard return, but wiped out due to holding. Can hear the Gilman fans not agreeing with that penalty flag, but it'll bring the ball back to the 40-yard line. With 11:49 left in quarter number 3. Just underway here in the second half. Joe Anderson here, bringing you play-by-play of tonight's game. from Gilman. And the Pirates come up to the line, 1st and 10. Grady Croplin at quarterback. Takes the snap, pitch to Troy Duhlman, off the left corner. Good run for Duhlman. He's going to pick up about 8, maybe 9. Christian Thomas, he and River Glen have been pretty busy in the tackling department. He picks up 8. This will be 2nd and 2. Eight to nothing after 1 and 32-0 at half. 24 points in the second quarter for Gilman. Grady Croplin switches between under center and shotgun, and a false start on the Pirates. Doesn't get any easier for Greenwood next week as they travel to Thorpe. Thorpe ranked very highly in the 8-man football poll in the state of Wisconsin. And then after that, they host Owen Withee, who is pretty solid too. So through a stretch of 3 hard games here for the Indians. 2nd and 8, another penalty marker, another false start. Both on the right side. 2nd down and 13. He had a 2nd and 3 and 2 back-to-back flags for false starts on the Pirates. I formation. Grady Croplin takes a snap, hands off to Troy Duhlman, off the left side, met by Thomas. And a big run by Duhlman, and he's pushed out of bounds just shy of the 45. They're going to mark it at the 44. 3rd and 6. Homecoming here at Gilman. Introduced the court at halftime. We had an extended halftime. 3rd and 6 for Gilman. Hand off to Duhlman up the middle. Close to a 1st down, and he's going to pick it up. So the Pirates pick up the 1st down. Talking to some of the Greenwood people here at halftime, and we all praised Robin Rosemeyer, head coach of Gilman. He has done a fine job here as a coach over the years. Always had solid programs. I know he's won at least 1 state championship in Division 7 and 11-man football. He'd like to pick one up in 8-man if he could. Midfield for Gilman. Back to pass is Croplin. Wide open is Ustentowski. Thomas will make the tackle. And Ustentowski has been the big threat in the receiving game tonight, as they'll take it down to the 23-yard line of Greenwood. Greenwood, a very young team, qualified for the playoffs last year, where they were thumped in the first playoff game by Newman. Handoff. No, it's going to be a keeper by Croplin. He breaks left. Now he goes to the right, and he's on the move, and he's going to score. 21-yard TD run by Grady Croplin. Two-point conversion coming up for the Pirates. So they now lead 38-0. I formation. Snap. Handoff up the middle to Duhlman, and it's good. Take a timeout here, friends. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business. And I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
Back here at Gilman, where it's been all Pirates tonight as they lead 40-0 here in the third quarter. Alex Copenhaver to kick off for Gilman. Gilman going right to left on your screen. High, long kick fielded by Glenn at the 15, and he'll bring it outside to the 28. 1st and 10. We'll have the running clock now since we have a 35 or more point lead. And they're going to mark the ball at the 29-yard line. 9:15 left here in quarter number 3. Greenwood's had their moments. They just weren't able to capitalize on them, and the quickness and speed of Gilman have really thwarted the Indians' offense. Glenn in shotgun, and we got a penalty marker as Thomas is going to get called for a false start. Now it's 1st and 15, and the ball at the 24. Clock will continue to run here unless the point differential is reduced to less than 35 points. Glenn takes the shotgun snap, hands off to Thomas. He breaks off the left side, picks up about 3-4 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 13. Chris and I will be in Chippewa Falls, McDonald tomorrow. 8 hours of volleyball tournament action. So tune into that tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. It's supposed to be a rainy day. Good day to sit in the recliner and watch high school sports on Zaleski Sports. 2nd down. Glenn takes off to his right, and he's pulled down in the backfield. And big tackle by Braden Person. He came into this game with 18 tackles on the season. And 3rd and long for Greenwood. He'll go shotgun. Glenn back to pass. He fades back. He throws long. He's looking for Rogan Travis and broken up by Ustanowski. Ustanowski. I'll get that right. Sorry, Brandon. Brandon Ustanowski. And they'll bring up 4th down. Glenn back to punt. Ustanowski to receive the punt. He's at midfield just on the Gilman side. And a line drive punt will take a Greenwood bounce. Christian Thomas is going to down it at the 41 of Gilman. Clock continues to run. 5:50 left in quarter number 3 here from Gilman. Joe Anderson bringing you play-by-play of tonight's game. Chris Anderson, my producer. Another long evening for the Indians. Gilman will start 1st and 10 at their own 41. Handoff up the middle in a big run for Wayne McAlpine. And he'll pick up a first down. Takes it into Indian territory. They're going to spot the ball at the 44 of Greenwood. Big game tonight on the network. Edgar and Colby matching up. I'd like to tell you to leave a comment on the YouTube page and I'll give you a shout out, but my reception up here on my phone is really poor. Cropland makes something out of nothing. Busted play. And he'll pick up about 2 yards. Everything going Gilman's way tonight. Spectrum Benefit Solutions has offices located throughout central Wisconsin, and they are your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Big run for Green. Oh, there goes Dulman, and Dulman's going to score. Troy Dulman from 43 yards. .354 left in quarter number 3, and another 6 points for Troy Dulman. And the Pirates, 2-point conversion coming up. Hold. They're going to kick this time. Oh, blocked. That'll make the score 46-0. Got a moment here to talk to you about K&S Logistics. K&S is a family-owned and operated logistics company located in Greenwood. They provide domestic and less than truckload shipping solutions to destinations nationwide. From simple to complex, if you need to move it, we can find a flexible solution. Excuse me. K&S is currently looking for awesome people to join their driving team. Full-time, part-time, local, and long-haul positions are available. Visit K&S Logistics at kslogs.com. Take a time out here for a commercial message. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports. Well, we're going to keep it here. Gilman will kick off. Raindrops starting to fall again. Alex Copenhaver to kick off. 46-0. Gilman with the lead. Good kickoff. Fielded this time by Christian Thomas. He'll run to his right and tripped up on the return by Ustanowski. That young man has had quite the game. Receptions for touchdowns and big tackles, interceptions. They're going to mark the ball at the Greenwood 26. .325 left here in quarter 3. Greenwood looking to get on the board here in any way they can. That time they hand it off to Marshall Schultz, and Marshall Schultz, a good run. Takes it up the middle, and Schultz comes out of the pile. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. Schultz not carrying the ball too much has been Glenn and Thomas and a little bit of Rogan Travis. Greenwood comes up to the line. Glenn has been exclusively in shotgun all season for the Indians. Takes a snap, hands it off to Thomas, and they just ate him up. Wayne McAlpine said, "You'll get nothing and like it." Grady Croplin in on the tackle as well. Clock continues to run. Well, if you're Greenwood, you just got to keep plugging away, trying to make something happen. And another handoff, and they eat that up as well on third down. In the last two games, Greenwood has been outscored 120-0. And we still have a quarter yet to go here as the rain starts to fall a little heavier. Fourth down for Greenwood. And they're going to go for it. 4th and 6. Back to pass. Little swing pass out to Thomas. And he's met by 4 Pirates. Going to mark the ball at the Greenwood. Going to move the sticks ahead, fellas. Rain really starting to come down now. At the 31. 25 seconds left. And I think they're going to just let it run out here. And we'll head to the fourth quarter. And that's what they're going to do. We'll take a timeout here as we head to quarter number 4. It is Gilman leading Greenwood 46-0. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggleworms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Welcome back to rainy Gilman, where the Pirates lead 46-0. Here heading into the final 12 minutes of play. Running clock, it'll be 1st and 10 for Gilman at the Greenwood 31. Handoff. Counter, here goes Sam Sarichuk, and Sarichuk's going to score. No flags. Touchdown is good. So Sam Sarichuk scores. First play of the fourth quarter. Kick attempt is up.
Good.
And it's good. Take a time out here for commercial messages. You are watching high school football in Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Copenhagen kicks off for Gilman. Through the hands of Marshall Schultz, and he returns it. Pardon me. We're going to mark the ball 1st and 10 at the Indian 11. Oh, my goodness. 11:20 left in regulation. Rain falling harder now. That's Chris Brzezinski at quarterback. There was a fumble. Greenwood will recover. 2nd down. A lot of rain this year. We've had a couple of games stop because of lightning. No lightning seen here tonight, just rain. Atmosphere is pretty soggy. 2nd down and long for the Indians. A lot of the younger players getting some action here for Greenwood. That was Marshall Schultz, the ball carrier. 3rd and 11 for the Greenwood. Christian Thomas and River Glen on the sidelines for the Indians. I think their night is done. 3rd and 11 for the Indians. And a good run. See if I can pick up the number. You have to put one of the windows back in here. And that's, again, Marshall Schultz. Try to get a quick interview with head coach Chris Schmitz for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. And they're going to go for it on 4th down. And they didn't get it. And Gilman will take over here. At the Greenwood 17. Nine minutes left in regulation. New quarterback in for Gilman, number 5, Dawson Krizan. He's a sophomore. A lot of fresh faces in for the Pirates. And that pitch goes to Brady McAlpine, and he's going to score a touchdown. Scratch that. So there was a penalty marker on the play. Clock will only stop for scores, timeouts, and injuries. So there goes 35. This time it's Lee Zagorski. Excuse me. I'm going to try to kick again. Snap, hold, kick. No. 59-0 as we head to timeout here. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right. Free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today. Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Copenhagen with the kickoff for Gilman. And James Durstein with the return. And Durstein with a good return for Greenwood. Takes it out to the 32-yard line. 7:45 remaining. Christopher Brzezinski at quarterback. And that didn't go anywhere. Was there a turnover? I know Dawson Krazan is pointing because there's a turnover, but it's going to remain Greenwood ball. Loss of yards, 2nd and 10. Stick around, friends, for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get those fresh cheese curds in Curtis or in Marshfield, or you can log on to NasonvilleDairy.com, and by gosh, by golly, by gum, they will send them to you. They pack them in dry ice. So my friend John living in Florida, if he wants some, order them. Another handoff off the right side. See who that runner was, trying to pick up a number. That's 60. Zach Pruzinski, the other half of the dynamic duo, the twin brothers, Zach and Chris. Chris at quarterback and Zach at running back. And I think we're going to have a flag on the defense. Brings up 3rd and 3. Next week for Gilman, a big game as they travel to Owen Withy. And the Indians will travel to Thorpe. Loss of a yard on that's going to be 4th and 5. Loss of 2, actually. Let's call it 1. Let's call it 4th and 4. Try to be a little optimistic. Christopher Brzezinski at quarterback under center. Takes a snap. And they sack him. And Braden Olenek will say, hello, my friend. They'll begin 1st and 10 at the 34 of Greenwood. 4:45 left. Quarterback keeper. He's going to swing to the outside. That's Krazan. Krazan stays in bounds. Makes no difference anyway. Clock will only stop for scores, timeouts, and injuries. Continues to roll. It's 59-0. That running clock starts at 35 points or more. And another big run, and it's going to be another touchdown. 30-yard touchdown. Gilman has tried extra point kicks the last 3 touchdowns. One has been successful. They've missed 2. They're 1 for 2. This is their 3rd. High snap, kick, hold, and no. $68. 65?
The score is 65.
Yeah, you're right. 65-0 here. With 3:54 remaining. Try to get a quick interview with Coach Schmitz. If not, we'll bid you a fond adieu at the conclusion of this game. Dominating performance tonight by the Gilman Pirates on their homecoming. Alex Copenhaver to kick off. Starters for Gilman have not played at all in this 4th quarter. Kickoff, short. It's going to go out of bounds. Clock will run. Rain is coming down pretty steady now. Three and a half minutes left here in regulation. If you're Greenwood, you want to run this clock out and get in the locker room and get home. Flag on the play. Clock will run. Offsides on the defense. If you want to make a criticism of Gilman, they've had some penalties of the 5-yard variety of being offsides or handoff. That's Przinski, the carrier. Zachary. 2nd down after a gain of 1 and 4. 2nd and 4. Steady rain coming down. Back-to-back shutouts put on the Indians here. trying to score, and that play somehow got off. Brendan Wolf, the ball carrier for... No, it's 25, excuse me. That's James Durstein. 3rd down and a yard for the Indians. Good heavy, steady rain coming down. Handoff up the middle, a keeper that is, by the quarterback, Chris Brzezinski, and he's going to pick up first down. 125 left here. Clock's running. Handoff up the middle. Brzezinski, no gain. 2nd down and 10. Most likely the last play of the game here coming up. Indians have been outscored 139-0 in the last 2 games. Coming off that big win against New Auburn in game number 2. And Chris Brzezinski doesn't know what to do with the ball. His running back is, and they fumble.
Five seconds.
And that's the game. Ladies and gentlemen, final score here from Gilman. Pirates 65 and Indians 0. Stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. You can get those cheese curds in Marshfield, Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Buddha eat 'em and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school football as the Gilman Pirates with a dominating victory tonight over the Greenwood Indians by the final score of 65-0. 8 for Gilman in the first quarter, 24 in the second, 14 in the third, and 19 in the fourth. Greenwood had their chances in their first half. They had some promising drives wiped out by interceptions, fumbles, and penalties. They've got to put it behind them and move on to next week as they will travel to Thorpe and take on the Cardinals. That'll be Friday night of next week at 7 p.m. They're in a hard stretch, are the Indians. They've had Gilman tonight, Thorpe next week, and then they'll have Owen at home 2 weeks from tonight. So 3 of the big, strong teams in the Central Wisconsin East Conference in football. That'll do it for us from here in Gilman tonight as the Pirates defeat the Indians 65-0. For my producer, Chris Anderson, this is Joe Anderson saying thank you for watching tonight, and we'll catch you next week at Thorpe. Have a great evening, everybody.